Just wanted to show you guys an experiment that I am doing with an extra 35-gallon fish tank. See if I can get the whole thing in view here. 35-gallon fish tank that I have sitting around. It's just an extra tank. I'm using it as a greenhouse with increased humidity for some orchids here. You got 2 orchids here, an orchid in the back, a couple orchids just laying all over the place. I don't really have them in soil or anything like that. And then we've got a cacao or chocolate tree here, or seedling, that a friend gave to me. We got another orchid in the back that's doing really well. I pollinated these orchid flowers, so they've turned into pods. I tried growing them once. The peat moss that I use wasn't very good, so I had a 0% germination rate, but I'll probably try it again this summer. And then, as you can see, I have a Nagami kumquat back there that started from seed. See the lighter leaves there? Those all started growing once I got into the greenhouse. It wasn't really growing much at all throughout the winter. It just kind of stayed the same. But once I got it into this greenhouse, it started to take off. So it seems like it likes it in there. I've also got 2 mango seeds that I started in dirt and put in there. You can see the one closer is kind of moldy and it's turned all black now. I think that might have to do with the high humidity and me using old soil mix. That could have contributed. The other one, however, is actually growing. You can't really see it here, but you can see on the left side, that lighter area, there's a little green seedling that's starting to grow. So that one looks like it's working. I also have, you're wondering what that little bowl is in there with bubbles. That's just water and soap, because there's fungus gnats that are flying around, and that must came out of the soil. So that's a really good way to catch fungus gnats. Another way is if you can put a layer of sand over the top, because they're not strong enough to lift the grains of sand up to get into the dirt to reproduce. So that's a very effective way. However, some of your plants may not like sand, and putting sand in soil makes the mix not drain very well. So unless your plants can tolerate sand, I wouldn't put that on there. But yeah, this is just a little experiment that I started this winter. We'll see how everything turns out, but so far so good. Everything is doing really well. I actually originally put the orchids in here because they weren't doing so well. The mix that I had was just holding too much water. Sometimes holding too much water, sometimes not enough, so it was very inconsistent and the health deteriorated, so I put them in here. But they're recovering and they're doing well. So